In the small town of Willow Creek, surrounded by dense forests and mist-shrouded mountains, there was a legend whispered amongst the townsfolk about a mysterious being known as the Shadow Walker. Said to be an otherworldly entity that crossed between the realms, the Shadow Walker was a harbinger of misfortune and despair, appearing only to those who dared to venture into the forbidden woods at night. One fateful evening, a group of adventurous teenagers, led by the curious and fearless Samantha, decided to test the validity of the legend by embarking on a midnight hike through the eerie woods. As they marched deeper into the darkness, the air grew thick with a sense of unease, and whispers of an ancient language filled their ears. Despite their growing dread, Samantha and her friends pressed on, their curiosity overshadowing their fear. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the trees, extinguishing their flashlights and plunging them into a realm of impenetrable darkness. Panic-stricken, the group stumbled blindly through the shadowy undergrowth, their hearts pounding with primal terror. It was then that Samantha felt a presence looming over them, a presence that emanated a malevolent aura of pure evil. The darkness seemed to coalesce before them, taking form and substance as the dreaded Shadow Walker materialized from the shadows themselves. The entity was a tall, spectral figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes gleaming with an ethereal light that sent shivers down the spines of the helpless teenagers. As the Shadow Walker stalked closer, its elongated fingers reaching out like tendrils of darkness. Samantha realized the true horror of their situation. With a strength born of desperation, she called upon the ancient powers of the woods, tapping into the primal energy that pulsed through the very heart of the forest. In a blinding flash of light, the trees themselves seemed to come alive, their branches twisting and contorting to form a protective barrier around Samantha and her friends. The Shadow Walker let out a deafening wail of rage as it recoiled from the searing light, its form dissolving into tendrils of smoke that dissipated into the night. Gasping for breath, the group emerged from the woods at dawn, their bodies trembling with the remnants of fear. As they looked back at the darkened forest, they knew that they had encountered a force beyond mortal comprehension, a supernatural entity that dwelled in the shadowy depths of the unknown. From that day on, the legend of the Shadow Walker faded into obscurity, a tale relegated to the myth of folklore. But for Samantha and her friends, the memory of that terrifying encounter would linger like a specter, a reminder that in a world of the supernatural, some stories are more real than others.